Bogo's weaning. Took about a month or a little more. This is just a video of her before I actually weaned her, just letting her spend 20-30 minutes by herself, see what she'll do, just to ease it more into it or see how she'll react to stuff.
You're okay. You're okay. Yes, you're alright. You're okay. You're okay. Yes, you are. You're okay. Yeah. Oh, thanks. I needed that. Yeah, I did. I did need that, huh? But you're so worrisome. Hmm? Oh, you're gonna eat grass. It's good. It's good. Yeah. Oh, you're all right. You're all right. You're okay. You're okay. You're all right. You're okay. You make your voice all horsey. Yeah. There you go. Eat some grass. You're fine. There you go. Good girl.
This was about a week later. Just me working with her on some stuff. She was kind of being funny with her rope. She would grab onto it and have it around her leg, so just good desensitization work for her. And just good time spending time with her and teaching her different stuff.
That's the metal. That's the metal. That's the metal. Oh. Quit. There. Oh, sorry, that's kind of hard.
This was another week or so ago. I was just working with her on having something around her waist, and she also didn't like the rope dangling down and touching her legs. So she was just bucking around, so I was just working with her on that a little bit. Just get her used to everything I can before she gets really big and doesn't learn as well. So it was just work, just letting her buck around and then just stand calm and walk in towards me calmly and just letting it be. There you can see how the rope kind of touches her legs and wraps around just a little bit. She didn't like that either. So it's just working with that and getting her just to get used to it and getting used to the feel of that for future saddles and stuff like that.
You can buck around out there. Come on, me, buck. Come here. Come here, you're done. Are you done? You're not done. Just let me do this. You done? Don't kick me. Come on. Come on, sassy baby. Whoa. Whoa. Ow. Ow. Ready? Woo.
here I was just working on
You're okay.
ditch with a little bit of water
You're
in
okay.
it, just having her see if she'd walk in
You're
it
okay.
and just walk over it, but she didn't. So
You're
it
fine.
didn't really go as I planned,
You're
but
fine.
I worked with her a little bit after this, and it got a little better, but I still think it needs some work.
On me would be very much not appreciated. That's mud you're sticking your nose into. Bogo. So today is the first day of Bogo's weaning process. She's actually doing okay. I didn't get the part. She's only been out here for about 10 minutes actually. I gave Duke a bath. Shelby's out there with Duke and Trisha. Not really caring. And Bogo is in here with me at the moment. She was out in the corral. She was bucking and running a little bit, but she seems okay now. So I'm hoping, I haven't really thought out what I need to do yet to make this go better. But the only other spot I have for either Bogo or Shelby is out at the round pen. Which from the barn, which is where I'm at, is out past those woods right there. So it's kind of out there, which is good for them, but not so good for me because there's no water or power out there, and I have to figure out a way to get hay out there and stuff like that. So my plan is to just have Bogo in here, maybe by herself, and she'll be out there with the other horses for a few days and see how that goes. I want to keep Bogo closer to home so she gets more people and stuff like that. So I thought about maybe leaving her in here and putting Shelby out in the round pen, since Shelby kind of already knows the round pen when she first got here. But the wire worries me with Bogo, but she's never had a problem with the wire, so we'll see. Bobo! Come here. And I kind of like how Shelby's just not caring, because that's good, because when Shelby can't see her, Shelby screams too. And they're both screaming, and it's not really good, so there's not a lot of yelling going on between them. Bogo! Come here! Come here! Come here! Come on! Cute. Come here. What's up? You're okay. Yeah. Yeah. Where are you going? Where are you going? In the barn. I have to clean stalls so she can hang with me for a little bit. What, you want food? You're hungry? Eat some hay.
So what I want Bogo to do is to actually follow me or come to me when I come in. So just pay attention to me more than she's paying attention to Shelby, which didn't really go well in this situation. So she just paced up and down the corral fence and not look at me or give any thought to me at all. So at one point I even walked over and stood where she was pacing, like in her way, and she just went around and kept going. So that was kind of not what I was looking for. So she just kept doing that, but I just let it go for the first day.
So today is Bogo's second day of being weaned. It's been roughly 24 hours, give or take a few. She was in the corral by herself all night and most of the day until I got home. And then I decided that after I had her come to me, when she was in the corral, I went out and waited for her to come to me. And I put her out here with Trisha. It doesn't really seem to help to put her with any of the other horses, so I don't know why I cried, but I just felt like being in the corral. She's actually being behaved now. That's what I thought she'd do. She was up here pacing up and down the fence. Shelby's out there with Duke. You can see. Shelby's all the way out there with Duke. I left Trisha in here with her. I tried to put Trisha in with her last night just because, I don't know, I was weird and nervous. But it didn't help her at all. It just made it worse because then Shelby was standing by the fence. So I just kicked Trisha back out and just left the horses in this little field here so they were closer to her, just to give her a little comfort at night. For now, anyways. So I'm actually going to take Bogo back to the corral and work with her a little bit and then feed all the horses, and it's almost dark. So, yeah. Bobo. Leaving. Trisha's leaving. Anyhow. Hi, Trisha. Bogo's little tips of her hair are getting red. Hey, hey, little turtle butt. Little turdy. Don't eat my shoe. So what I'm trying to get across to Bogo, kind of, a little bit, is that people are better than horses. So she's going to get more of what she wants out of me than out of, ow, can you stop, out of the other horses. So instead of just annoying me and, do you have to eat that? Well, she never really did annoy me, so ignore me. So now she's eating the rope. Are you ready to go back? We're gonna do some stuff.
here I was getting ready to give Bogo a bath, but she did not like being tied up.
Good
So
girl.
I kind of let her figure that out too a little bit. So you can see she would rear or back up and put pressure on a holder and leap forward or lean backwards. So I just want her to stand there nicely without any pressure and just learn that she just has to give in and just stand there quietly.
You're fine. You're fine. You're okay. Ace, get fine. You're fine. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. There you go. Don't smack me with your face. Good girl. Good girl. Yes, that's a good girl. There you go. You're okay. Yeah. Yes, you're okay. Yes, you're okay. You gonna get a bath? You have sweat dirt all over you from being crazy. Mm-hmm. So today is the third day of weaning, and I haven't really seen any improvement going the other way. So I did have Shelby in the field with the other horses and Bogo in the corral. However, Bogo could see Shelby, so she's just eye on Shelby all the time and paid no attention to me when I would go in there or do anything like that. So I decided that I'm going to try and make them so they can't see each other. So I have Shelby back out in the round pen, what she's familiar with, because this is where she came when she first got here. Not that she likes it. Huh. You do have a lot of green grass, though. Yeah. None of the other horses have that. Yeah. Okay. So I have her all set up here. Her food and water over there. She has her shelter. The next few days are going to be, probably 4 or 5 days are going to be nice. So after that, it might get kind of rough because I think there's supposed to be a few pretty cold nights. But we'll see. I think Shelby would do the best out here. She doesn't mind the cold or the heat or anything like that. She has a shelter if she needs to go in it. But Bogo's back at the corral. Shelby cried. I didn't hear Bogo cry. So that's interesting. I was in here eating your grain, and I mixed sweet feed and strategy, which is what I used to feed Shelby when she was pregnant, just to give her more vitamins and everything she needs since she's not nursing anymore. So she's eating that. Really good, actually. She's standing. Shelby neighed a few times, and she didn't neigh back or do anything. Hang the barn. What? So she's actually doing really good.
So here, after Bogo has been out all night in the corral by herself with Duke and Trisha on the other side of the fence in the field, and she'll be out in the round pen. I was wanting to let Bogo out with Duke and Trisha just so she can spend time with other horses and kind of learn some stuff off of them.
Bogo's in Shelby's stall now. She's pink colored. You wanted to know. All my horses are colored with it. I don't know if you heard that. That was Shelby.
You will see that when I let Bogo out, Duke was kind of mean to her and chased her off. It's because Duke's very...
You're okay.
He likes Trisha a lot, so he doesn't want to share her. So he chases outsiders away. So I had to put him in the car by himself. So Bogo can hang out with Trisha.
So I have to load up a wagon of hay to take hay out there to Shelby. Bogo left, so
here
I'm going to feed Duke and Trisha and go give Shelby some hay.
She didn't really do that great by you'll see that it didn't look like she ate any of her hay to me. She just kind of stomped it. So she wasn't really happy, and Bogo wasn't really happy that night. So I'll go over in the next clip what I ended up doing to actually wean her and
you didn't eat any of your hay by the looks of
Bogo
it.
feel good and Shelby feel good.
Come on. Come on. Hi. Come on.
So this is just a video of Bogo hanging out with me in the tack room. But I'm going to go over what I actually did to wean Bogo. So what I ended up doing, what I found out that worked the best,
Come on, Bubba.
was I left Bogo and Trisha together out in the field or in the corral. So they stayed together at the barn. And I put Shelby and Duke out in either the round pen or the outfield that we made. So I did have to run hay and water out there, but it seemed to work the best because Shelby had someone to be with and Bogo had someone to be with, so it kind of eased their nerves. And Bogo started to learn Trisha's habits. So Bogo would come back to get fed, Bogo would come up to me because Trisha already knows all that. So that seemed to work. And Duke, even though Shelby doesn't like Duke that much, Duke helped Shelby just not be alone. So it helped calm her nerves, kept her from yelling and carrying on, which kept Bogo from yelling and carrying on. So I did that for like 2 weeks.
I did kind of good last night.
That did really good of actually getting her to wean and learning what she needed to learn. So in the end, that's what I did, and it seemed to work really well. Better than letting Bogo scream and let Shelby scream and all that. It seemed to work really good. So that's what I ended up doing. That's what worked for Bogo after 3-4 nights of figuring it out. That's what I found out worked best. So that's how I ended up weaning her.
One finger. One bite.
What saddle do you want to wear? So here's just a short little clip of all the horses in the barn except Bogo. And Bogo was just out in the field eating grass happily, not caring that everyone else was in the barn. So Bogo's been weaned for about a month now. A little less than almost a month. And she's standing really nicely in her stall by herself. I have Trisha out on the cross ties, but Shelby and Duke are out in the other field.
Right here.
What was this?
You dropped it.
Standing in here nicely. Hi, Bobo.
It's over there.